Hello everybody, I just wanted to show you my sim rig I just built. It took quite a while to do. I'd say probably anywhere from 10 to 15 hours, but I just kind of wanted to show you what it's all about, so in case you fancy yourself to make one yourself. So let's check it out. So I have all Fanatec stuff, and you see there I use the WRX seat. I own a WRX, it's right here, so I wanted to keep the same kind of seat in the rig as I did to my real car, and use my real car to kind of reference as far as where the shifter goes, stuff like that. So it's pretty close to my real car. And for any tips I'm trying to give you guys, well, if you're gonna use a real car seat, keep in mind the mounting on the thing is gonna be really weird. In some cars, not all, but WRX seat has some weird mounting holes and stuff. It's made to go into a car, not a sim rig, so that was something I really struggled with. You can see, the cool thing about it is you can, it functions like a real seat, so getting in and out of it's nice and easy. So you can see, mounted it to basically a 2x4, and those things look flat, but they weren't flat. They were angled pretty sharply, but I pretty much made them flat that way, just from force, I guess. But you can see the back was really hard to do because this mounting hole here. So it has this weird shaped mounting bracket. I mean, it's made to go into a car, so it didn't make my job any easier. So I had to get creative. That one was pretty flat and easy, but this one was the fun one to do. So I ended up having to take a piece of wood and kind of cutting it and wedging it in under there and gluing it up, and that was kind of my solution there. So other than that, it's made in probably, as far as price goes, as far as making this, I'd say probably $35 in lumber and maybe 15 or so in just hardware. So it's pretty cheap to do, but it was not easy to make. I thought it wasn't going to be too difficult, but it turned out to be pretty tough. You can see just kind of mounted some things. So here's the handbrake. Just kind of made this little piece of wood that'll hold it just below the shifter, kind of more of like a real car handbrake. And the shifter is just kind of a weird way to get it to work. I've got creative here, so not everything is real, nothing special, but there's the wheel and the pedals. Now, this is the main, the big lumber here. The frame and the frame for the wheel was 2x8s, and they worked really well. They're really sturdy. These big. This thing is not moving anywhere. This thing weighs a lot, but I didn't have to have any angled pieces that come down or anything. I mean, it's super sturdy, and the pedals. Nothing too special, just sitting on two 2x4s. But yeah, pretty cool. I figured I'd give you some tips in case you wanted to do something like this on your own. So, like I said, as far as a seat choice, I wanted to go to WRX seats because I have a WRX and I thought it'd be cool. So, if you can find a cheaper seat or something easier as far as mounting to go, keep that in mind, If you can find something with flat mounts, it makes the whole job a whole lot easier, but I couldn't resist the WRX seat. The seat was $300. As far as seat goes, this came out of a 2012 WRX. It's a passenger seat. I suggest getting a passenger seat if you can, just because it's going to have a lot less wear than driver's seat. So that's a little tip for you. And what else can we say? Clamps. You will need clamps, especially if you're doing this by yourself. I'm talking about these over here, those kind of clamps came in really handy as far as holding things in position. That was a difficult thing. Holding things in position before you screw anything in. That's the difficult thing, because like for instance the pedals, right? Making this by yourself, I had to put the pedals where I think they would be, and then I go and sit down, test them, make adjustments, back and forth about 10 times before I got them in place. And I don't know how else I would do it without clamps holding things for me. So that was the difficult thing. Difficult thing is just getting things where you want them before you bolt them down. That was really the tough part. So hopefully this gives you a good idea. A plan should work. I couldn't really get the wheel any closer to the seat. I wanted it maybe a bit closer. And, there's some adjustability here. So, getting in and out will be nice. But I couldn't, that's as far as I could bring the wheel to the seat. It's a little bit longer than I'm used to, but it's not like a stretch or anything. It's nothing too bad. It's just something to get used to. But yeah, that's pretty much it. And like I said, maybe for like $50 or so, you can build something like this. But just keep in mind, it wasn't the easiest thing. It did take a lot of time. So the only thing I have to do is I'm gonna dismount everything, or disassemble, I guess I should say, and paint it. I think it'll look way better when it's all black. But I figured I'd get this recorded and just give anybody, just a little bit of an idea or what could work. That thing in the back is super weird, that cross-angled piece, but it's the only thing I could get to work right. So, but I'm happy with it. It should work. It should work well and should function the way it should be. I'm pretty happy with it. I'm pretty pleased with everything and the way it turned out. So yeah, thanks for watching, and hope this guys helped you a little bit.